The moon and the sun are the most important objects for humans. After being born and growing up, every human becomes curious about the moon and the sun as soon as they get to know the world around them. The evidence shows that this curiosity among the people of ancient times was even more and stronger than today, so they always considered these two astronomical objects to be related to the higher and metaphysical realms. History shows that ancient religions had great respect for the moon and especially the sun. One of the most famous and powerful of these ancient religions and ideas is related to Persia. The religion of Mithras, or Mithraism, is an intellectual and religious religion that, according to analysis, was brought to Persian lands thousands of years ago when the Aryans arrived in Iran. For many years it was strongly spread and dominated in Iran and even in Europe. As historians say, this religion could destroy Christianity in its early years. But what is the cult of Mithra? What does Mithraism say? Who is Mithra, and what is his relationship with the sun, moon, and cow sacrifice? Who were the Magi, and what happened to this religion at the end? There is knowledge in the world that is very difficult for ordinary people to access. This is because, nowadays, most people grow up in a specific educational system and under a single upbringing. In this channel, we try to talk about knowledge that is not usually discussed in the educational system and normal books. Hidden secrets that sometimes you have to read ancient books and forbidden knowledge to find them. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Linguists consider the word Mithra or Mehr to mean friendship and love. In the Gathas, verses of Zoroastrianism, the word Mithra means covenant. In the Gathas, Mehr is considered one of the creations of Ahura Mazda and is the protector of covenants. Therefore, he is the angel of light, so nothing is hidden from him. According to the beliefs of ancient Iran, the 7th month and the 16th day of every month and the Mergan festival are special for him. In the Achaemenid inscriptions, this name is mentioned in its Avestan form and pronunciation, that is, Mithra. But what is the relationship between Mithras and the sun? Mithra means the god of light and the sun, the god who is placed in the sun, not the sun itself. Mithra is also the god of waters and seas, and one of his attributes is Yud-Dam, which means the besieger. What is Mithraism, and when did it start? The cult of Mithras or Mithraism is the worship of Mithras, which flourished in Iran at the end of the Achaemenid period at the same time as Zoroastrianism was established and spread from this land to other Asian countries. As we said, according to the belief of some historians, the Aryans brought this religion to Iran, and they also brought it to India later. You may not know, but many of the beliefs of the people of India today, such as the special respect for the cow, are due to the effects of this cult on them. But what are the beliefs of Mithraism, and what rituals do they perform? Mehr worshippers decorated a cow every year in the month of Mehr or September, brought it to the field in a grand ceremony, and sacrificed it. After their special mourning, they cooked and ate the beef. According to them, the philosophy of this work was that they wanted something from the existence of their god to remain in them to guide them to the Creator. Mithra has been the embodiment of protection and faith. He is the god who is the keeper of the covenant and the guardian of the promise and agreement against deception and violation of the covenant. According to the myths and beliefs of the Mithras, the god Mithra took a cow into the cave and sacrificed it. In this process, the dog, which symbolizes guardianship, the snake, which symbolizes life, and the scorpion, which symbolizes the devil, sit next to him. Mithra stabs the cow in the side, and wheat ears grow from the wound, which is the blessing of the earth. Finally, Mithra shoots an arrow at the rock, and a spring gushes out from it, which is the spring of immortality. On the last day of Mithra's earthly life, he attends a feast in a cave and eats beef, bread, and wine. Researchers believe that the strange connection of this story with the story of Christ's Last Supper indicates that this legend probably influenced the narratives of the Bible, or that both spoke of a common event. And this is how it is narrated that finally, Mithra rides the chariot of the sun and ascends to the sky. Mithra worshippers believed that he would one day return to Earth and save the Earth from evil and impurity. This belief is also common among mystics, spiritual beliefs, and different religions. From Buddha and Sushant to Christ and Mahdi, there has always been talked of the coming of the apocalyptic savior. The religion of Mithra, which, like Zoroastrianism, is based on good and evil and duality, believes that the world is formed by two forces and two armies, light and darkness. The creatures of the world will each choose one of these two armies, and in the end, a very big battle will take place, and light will be the eternal victor of this battle. In the religion of Mithra, like other ancient religions, you can find sacred numbers. The number 7 was considered sacred for Mehr worshippers. 7 floors of the earth, 7 positions, 7 planets, 7 temples, and 7 doors. Also, every young man who entered Mithra's religion had to go through the 7 degrees. At first, it started from the first degree or crow, which was related to the planet Mercury. Then you reach a position called the wife, which is related to the planet Venus. After this degree, he reached the position called soldier, which was attributed to Mars, and then he reached the degree of a lion, which was a degree attributed to the planet Jupiter. Then he passed through the degree of piousness. The degree was related to the moon and reached the 6th degree, or the messenger of the sun. Finally, after passing through all the stages, he reached the final stage, which was called the wise old man. The degree was related to the planet Saturn and was the final stage of the Mithraic ritual. In this video, we discussed Mithra's cult as one of the ancient thoughts and rituals. We saw that this Iranian religion, which was able to conquer Europe and Asia thousands of years ago, left a great impact on Christianity and the Jewish religion at that time. Even today, traces of this ritual can be seen in movies and Western magical beliefs and mysticisms.